What's going on today, guys? Random Andrew here. Getting around to doing a little bit of much needed, semi-much needed yard work. Have a look at this. It's all this overgrowth from the trees, and I just need to clear enough of a channel that when I have the e-bike here, I can be able to ride it in and store it so that we can hear the alarm right up in that window. Anyhow, that's not why you tuned in to watch the video today. You guys are wanting to know about the Rail City RC Addicts banner photo contest, and for that photo contest, there's got to be a couple of definitions on the rules. You know, it's got to be your picture, or state who you're sharing it, tag who you're sharing it for, just in case, because I know that happened before. Try to keep it down to one submission per member. We had a lot of multiple submissions, made it kind of a little harder to track. I don't know, I'll talk to Chewy. We're gonna sit down and hammer out the rules. I felt like doing this through a video because A, it's different. B, I make videos and I enjoy making videos, so why wouldn't I make a video about it? And then lastly, C, it's something to get views on. I don't know, something to produce some content for. Anyhow, I'm gonna tackle this. Wish me luck. I'm not a landscaper. I'm not a lumberjack, but I'm gonna do my best because the people that are paid to do it aren't doing it. There you go. And would that take a whole 10 minutes? Not even. And now I can be able to get in, pull my canoe out, do some work on it. Show you guys something on it real quick. See that yoke? This canoe weighs about 75 pounds, and to carry it with that yoke on your shoulder blades, on your upper back, it sucks. So I carved a new one. I just gotta seal it somehow and put it in. And then this boat will be back in the water. You guys remember that? It's my first year on French River in that boat. Like my little cheesy made infographic said the next day. Yeah, I'm tired of using the SpongeBob graphics. So I got distracted. I ended up doing a little bit more work out back, trying to trim it up and kind of rebuild that area. It's rather just a mess. So I'm gonna clean it up before the next time you guys see it. But what I was talking about with the next banner photo contest, I really didn't do a good job trying to explain it yesterday, so I'm going to do it today. I also sat down with the other admin. You guys know Chewy. That piece of paper go. Gotcha. So, sat down with Chewy and we're saying, just want to do a regular contest this time. And he had a really, really great suggestion. We're RC addicts. This doesn't limit us to just ground-based vehicles. So, there's been a little change for this banner photo contest, and I know there's some of you out there who are really going to be able to meet this, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see the pictures you guys come up with. So, we're going to ask only one picture. So if you end up with 3 amazing pictures that you want to submit, pick the best one and submit it. If you pick the best one, I can guarantee you other people are going to like it too. The other thing is it has to be horizontally oriented, which means, you know, the landscape orientation, so that it can be used as a banner. If you notice in the last photo contest, the winner, that was a horizontally oriented or landscape oriented picture, and it fit just fine. It worked perfect. No video, because, well, it's kind of hard to set a video as that, but you can take a clip from your video. It's actually really easy to snap a screenshot. If you don't know how to do it in the player that you use to watch your videos in, just go to a full screen and get a screenshot that way when you've paused it where you want it. The other thing, the picture, whether it is a truck, an airplane, a drone, a car, a helicopter, it's got to be airborne. It has to be in the air. I am going to try and get a couple snapshots like that, or pull a couple of screenshots from a video and get a nice airborne shot for you guys. You know Chewy's going to be on that. He actually needs an axle right now, but this photo, or this contest, I'm going to leave it up. We're going to leave a little longer run time for this contest, so if you guys don't already have airborne pictures, you can get out there and get them. It's not that hard. It's actually a lot of fun trying to get that perfect picture. Anyhow, that's going to be this banner photo contest, starting from whenever you've watched this video, and I guess we'll let it go for a week from when the video is posted. Maybe 2 weeks. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. So, if you're mainly here to find out about the Rail City RC Addicts banner photo contest, that's about it. That's about all I'm going to say about that for now. I'm going to continue on this vlog by saying it's going to be really hot out there today. I don't feel like walking across town. I don't know where my bike lock went, so I can't ride my bike across town. And I need to go kind of across town. Yeah. I want to go down to Junior's e-bikes here in St. Thomas. I'm pretty sure he's on Princess Avenue. I'm going to go down there, see what they've got in stock. I'm pretty sure they do financing for people on Ontario Disability, which is what my income is. And maybe see about getting me my own e-bike so I don't have to keep borrowing Matt's. Ever since he lent me that bike and I did that trip down to Port Stanley, all I want to do is get back out there. I really enjoyed it. It could be a seriously awesome investment for my YouTube channel. It helps me get out the door. It helps me get out of town and find more things to show you guys. But first it's time for an energy smoothie. First off, I've already pre-chopped my strawberries. They've been chilling in the fridge because my ice wasn't ready just yet. So, now that I'm ready to begin, we're going to pour in just a little bit of milk to help with the chopping of the strawberries. And you know, this time, I actually meant to put the blueberries in first to see if they chop up a little bit finer. I also have had these blueberries in the freezer for, I don't know, about half an hour, 20 minutes. Next time I'm going to fully freeze them because I think it might help them chop up a little better. Oh no, run away blueberry. Okay, blueberries are in. I don't know if you guys can tell, in previous times I filmed, well, the last time I filmed, I thought it looked really like a yellowish orange lighting in the shot. So I played around with my lighting settings just a little bit, and hopefully it looks a little more like proper lighting. Now a full tray of ice cubes. Again, the one that got away. I always forget to refill this and put it in the freezer, so I'm doing this right now. Now for the next important part, bananas. Bananas are, I don't know, to me, this is like the sugar. If you don't have this in the smoothie, it's just not sweet enough without banana. So, it can fit. I don't have to really chop them. The blender will chop them. But, I can fit more in this way. Here's an interesting banana fact. Did you know, actually, rather, after I ask this question, pause it and write your answer down below. How many bananas do you think you'd have to eat a day before it's too many bananas? Okay, now write your response in the comments section below. I'd like to know before I say it, but being that it's going to be all after, it's going to have to wait and see. I'll tell you, when I'm done this, how much is too too many bananas a day. I'm gonna have to blend this down a little bit to fit my other 2 bananas. Yes, I put 4 bananas in there. I will be anyways. Voila, just like that. Blended down a fair bit. Glad bananas are not outrageously priced, because I go through a lot of bananas. Just like that. Okay, so we'll cap this, and I'll give it a really good thorough blend again. Before I go and pour this gracious energy smoothie type drink of mine into some nice frosted cups, I wanted to explain something about the strawberries I got this time. Fresh picked, locally grown. These strawberries feel different, they smell different, and they taste so much better than the strawberries you get from somewhere like, you know, I go to Giant Tiger usually to get my strawberries. Those ones feel rubbery by comparison to real, fresh picked, locally grown strawberries. Good stuff. Not to mention the centers of the strawberries were more filled in. They didn't seem as hollow as the Giant Tiger strawberries. Not sure what's up with that, but if I did this right, this should fill, oops, these 3 cups exactly. Well, a little extra never hurt no one. So I'm going to get to enjoying these. Well, not all at once, but I'm going to start enjoying them and get to crushing some cans. I'll explain the can crushing thing in another video. That guy's playing System of a Down. From making juices in the kitchen, a nice cool air-conditioned apartment, to sweating our backsides off, walking down Wellington Street, St. Thomas, Ontario. I keep telling you guys about the rail yard here in St. Thomas. It used to be right here, the Michigan Central Rail Yard, right in past, like way past where all these blocks are now. But this was all, this whole block right here that's now Sandlot, that was all train yard. There's a giant roundhouse for turning the trains, another couple of work houses, workshops like that. It's all gone. Imagine if we had preserved it all, right? Toronto made use of their old roundhouse. Pretty sure London has remade use, like reused, repurposed their old roundhouse, and they're planning on doing even more with it now. Ours are gone. But it would have been cool. And it's just a lack of interest, a lack of funding to keep these things around. But back to what I was saying, yes, very hot. It's, last time I looked at the thermometer, now this isn't going by any apps, no weather stations, no weather networks. The thermometer I put outside my window said it was 34 degrees Celsius. That's not with the Humidex or nothing. And tomorrow it's gonna, they're calling, this is the weather network now, calling for 42 degrees without the Humidex. 42 bloody degrees Celsius, like plastic parts on all these newer cars are gonna start melting if it gets much hotter. I'm not even kidding. I seen a post on Facebook about something like that in Florida. Is that even possible? Can just a really, really extremely hot day melt plastic panels and bumpers off of cars? I don't think I've actually said why it is we're out here in this insane heat. You guys know I had Matt's e-bike for a few days there, and I really enjoyed having use of something like that. Something that can get me out of the house. Something that can not just get me out of the house, it can get me out of the dang city. I've had an e-bike before, so I know what kind of I don't know, compared to a car, it's a short distance freedom. But compared to paying insurance and fuel and repair costs, I think it might be just better off to stick to an e-bike for now. Gets me, it's like an investment to the channel. It gets me chances to get more places where I can get content. I can think of 10 different places right off the top of my head right now. To name just actually a couple, there's a few places down in Port Stanley yet to vlog. There is this automotive restoration place just outside of St. Thomas, but it's not in mountain biking distance. Always worried that mountain bike's gonna get pinched on me too, so I don't like riding somewhere and leaving it locked up for any amount of time. Sure, I'll be worried about the e-bike the same way, but hey. And you know, just sitting here wondering, as I'm talking away to you guys, other people looking at me, there's nobody right now looking at me, but other people looking and listening as I speak, are probably like, guy's a little weird. You sit there talking to a camera, but I don't, when I'm sitting here doing this, I don't see it anymore as just simply talking to a camera. I'm talking to you guys. Whenever I'm out with this camera, whenever I'm out talking to you guys or showing you guys stuff, that's literally for me what it is sharing it with all of you subscribers that are watching this right now. But to other people, it does seem a little weird, doesn't it? It would. Anyhow, we're going down to Junior's e-bikes here in St. Thomas, Ontario. I'm gonna go in, talk to him, have a little bit of a look around, and if it's okay with him, I'll show you guys what his shop looks like. They're actually new to this location, and if not, I'll update you guys afterwards. Just kind of a little side note here for myself, if I put in the vlog, oh well. Don't forget to show the subscribers, the random audience, the glass house back on Lydia Street, okay? Gotta come back and show you guys the glass house on Lydia Street. I may have shown it briefly in the vlog like a year, 2 years ago maybe, but I'm gonna go back and see if I can actually show you guys the whole thing, because they like people going and seeing that house. It's a St. Thomas icon. Well guys, I've got some good news. It was well worth the walk down here in this heat. All I had to do was do a quick, simple online credit check, which, let me tell you, I was nervous because if you've had Rogers Cable in the past, chances are they've probably muffed over your credit for a few years too. So I didn't even think I was going to get approved, and I got approved for the maximum amount. Now this is going to mean that I'm committing to the payments of this e-bike. But this e-bike, I looked at a few models in there. Let me tell you guys, we're going to go in. I got to show some of what they've got in stock to you guys. They've got some pretty neat e-bikes. There's even one with reverse. Although what you need reverse on a bike for, I don't know. They've got some nice bikes. Yes, I'm holding on to this so I can put my camera away in a minute. We'll get to this guy's way. How's it going? There's a lot of e-bikes these days. But yeah, I gotta go over to the bank, get some paperwork, go back over, and we may hopefully be riding home on the new e-bike today. Ooh, have a look at this. You know I like my murals. Oh, the nice shade right here. Yeah, St. Thomas has a few nice murals in it still. Okay. Alright guys, don't mind the hair. I've had a helmet on and off the head a couple times, just trying to size up the chin strap. I was gonna make you guys wait till I got it home and film it once I'm home, but I can't wait. I want to show you guys. First off, this is where I just got my new e-bike. That's right, I got my new e-bike. You want to see it? Or should I make you wait till I get home? Should I let the suspense build? No, I'm gonna show you right now. From fresh off the showroom floor of Junior's e-bikes, right here on Princess Ave here in St. Thomas. This is my new e-bike. It's actually built, he told me the name of the motorcycle frame, but it's actually built on a real motorcycle frame. It's lithium powered, which means much shorter charge times, a little bit more oomph. And if you drive it nice and soft, more longevity out of it. Full-size tire, disc brakes front and back. And you know what? It's even got a radio Bluetooth connect. I really honestly can't wait to get this out. We can start doing some adventures. Gonna make some GoPro mounts. And yeah, this is awesome. And by the way, just a side note, this will be the first thing like this that I've ever had brand new. Oh, look at that, isn't that amazing? And you know, somebody like me can come in, commit to the payment plan of having something new and awesome like this. These e-bikes are really a great help for getting around when you don't have a lot of money to play with. So if it makes you interested and you're curious, come check it out. Junior's e-bikes, got some nice e-bikes in there. And even some, if you're looking for something like if you're older and you're looking for something like a mobility scooter and you want something that's gonna be just a little bit better, a little quicker, a little more functional than a mobility scooter, they got those here too. So come check it out. I'm gonna have a fun ride home.
I got my name all over that one though.
Oh, you're after the lowrider, the chopper.
Just waiting for the battery to come in.
And yes, folks, that too is an e-bike.
Yeah.
Each and every one of these, no license, no insurance required, but it does take some responsibility, a bit of care, and these things can get you around and bring you just as many smiles. This one's very similar to the one I just got, except it's got a drum brake on the back, and it's, no, this one's lithium as well, wasn't it?
No, you got a lithium? Heavy duty, buddy. Yeah.
Well, it was
the way to go.
It was either a style like this or the style like this, and I'm a big guy. I gotta sit more upright, you know.
That's my problem too.
Yeah, my dad was all about, pardon the term, the crotch rocket style.
Yeah.
He had a Katana 1100.
Oh yeah.
Damn fast.
Nice rocket, crazy, dude.
Yeah, and then as we were saying, for the mobility style scooters, those off-road ones are nice too.
Yeah.
I've actually seen them come out of the bush nice and muddy.
Yeah, really.
Zungma Mo Tuo, however you say that. Just reading the little front piece right there.
Yeah. Gotta be Chinese, I guess.
You almost have to be Asian to get it come out right.
Chinese, Japanese, whatever.
This one, he was saying, somebody were to walk in with, what did he say, 12?
Yeah.
1200, they can drive that home. And this is what I'm talking for, an alternative to a mobility scooter.
Well, that's it. Somebody brought it in and needed a bunch of parts fixed or whatever, and ended up buying a brand new one.
And they're nice too.
Oh yeah, took $900 off this new one for this one, right?
And these are like 500 watt bikes too, right?
Oh,
yeah, so they got some scoot.
Uh-huh.
Now if a Ducati is more of your taste, check out the Terminator.
There you go.
That is nice too.
Yeah.
Well, he got out here showing me, and it's like, ooh, that's a tough call.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
These here, these make me think of
being 6'5"?
6'3".
6'3"?
6'2", somewhere around there.
There you go, yeah.
I was saying it's too bad. He was saying they outlawed the rickshaw thing. You can't get rickshaws here in St. Thomas.
Really?
Otherwise, if somebody were to buy up like 5 or 6 of these, convert them to rickshaw, they could actually make a killing in town.
That's it.
But St. Thomas has stopped them, London, even Port.
That's crazy. You don't know why, do you?
Not too sure.
Some red tape crap, I'm sure.
It probably has to do with the same reason we don't have streetcars here anymore. Trolleys and stuff.
Yeah.
Now there's a full out rickshaw right there.
Mm-hmm.
And notice it says Dragon Bikes.
Yeah.
That's the main producer of these?
Yeah, that's the make of these ones anyway. Same as the one that was in there we were looking at in the one Dave here. They're Dragon Bikes too.
Seen one of these with a go-kart motor in the past. It makes you wonder how they can turn without rolling. Very awesome.
That too.
But there's a quick walkthrough of some of the things they have here at Junior's. And once they're done getting fully settled in, we're going to do a nice thorough walkthrough with either Junior or Rob? Yeah, or Rob. And we'll give you guys some more information on it then. But there you go. If you're curious, just come in and have a look. Princess Ave. Is it 26 Princess?
26 or 28?
Yeah, well, you'll see it. You can't miss it.
Can't miss it. It used to be an old flower shop.
Oh, yeah. Well, I remember this being a flower shop when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But now for my fun ride home, we'll see you guys at the house. Well, guys, we made it home. Let me tell you, it's a pretty good bike. We made it a little bit more than home. I've already been home and then back out to Home Hardware where I grabbed Gorilla Glue and some wood stain, marine wood stain. some sealers so I can finish that dang canoe. I have a feeling we're going to be spending a lot of time on this thing this summer. The only thing that doesn't really look motorcycle-like is this big bar here, and it looks like if I want, I could take it off here and here and here. And look at that great big speaker. That alarm in here when you do the chirp to arm and disarm is deafening. I've already done a sound check. I can hear the alarm clear as day when I trip it, like if I hit the thing on the key fob. So a few other last interesting things to note. Pedaling this would almost be redundant if you ever had to try. Look at the tiny little sprocket on there. Yeah, you'll just be pushing it or scootering it along. Now this is lithium polymer. Lithium ion cells. And it's going to be fully charged up. So I can't wait to see what it's like on a complete full charge. Right now it seems like it's governed in each gear. And really didn't do much more than 25. I'm gonna go back down. I'll speak to Rob at Junior's e-bikes tomorrow. Other than that, I am really satisfied with that bike. With this bike. Nice big headlight on it. Still got all the clear film on everything. It's so new. Look at the clear film on everything. No, the gas tank. They said can't really be used for storage. I don't have the key for it down here right now. But I am super happy with this thing. Okay, so some facts about the bike. Oh, wait a sec. Okay, found the mouse, tamed the hair with water a little bit. What we got here, as far as I could figure out, because there actually isn't a name on the bike, and you gotta understand, a lot of these bikes that come from China, these e-bikes, they're put together by different manufacturers and then given a different name, but this one here it's a pretty generic. It's an E-Global HM300 72 volt e-bike. I'm not going to read off the price or anything, but it's a 72 volt 20 amp hour. This is actually, oh there we go, there's two different models. You can get the sealed lead acid model, or you can get the lithium ion model, which is what I opted for. When you have more amperage availability, technically, like when you know the chemistry between these batteries, it's night and day between sealed lead acid and lithium ion. So the bike is governed. It only goes 32 kilometers per hour, but this also keeps you from getting a ticket. Here in Canada, yeah, it's the law. You do not go above 32 kilometers an hour, or if you're caught doing so, you can get a fine. And quite honestly, it's about the only way you're really going to get a fine on a maintained e-bike. Like, as long as everything's in place, you have to have the pedals. It has to be a chain. You technically have to be able to pedal the bike. It's all part of making e-bikes legal. I really don't agree with keeping them at 32 kilometers an hour. I would rather see them, and I'm sure drivers would rather see them going with the flow of traffic. Makes it easier when you gotta jump in that far left lane and you gotta fight a few lanes of traffic. Anyways, 500 watt, 2200 watt peak power. Motor controller, it's a regenerative, so when you brake, it's actually gonna help build a tiny bit of charge back up. Now, what's this stuff here? It's claiming, as I said, 32 kilometer an hour top speed, so no speeding, but you'll still get there. Range of up to 60 kilometers an hour. Now realize if the bike wasn't governed, if you're able to do 50, it takes more power to keep the bike at that speed, therefore running the batteries down quicker, reducing your range. Climbs up to a 30% slope. Well, that's, you know, the downside of having an electric bike. I wonder if electric cars are like that too. That would be really bad. 30 degrees is pretty good, you know. It's more than you think. Go check it out. Mechanical, I have disc brakes, so front and rear hydraulic disc brakes, 17-inch alloy rims, motorcycle grade high tensile steel for the frame. Anything else that really matters I should be reading off to you? No. I already told you it's got a 2-stage alarm system, so I'm pretty sure that's the tire locking. It'll lock the brakes if the alarm's actually triggered. 3 amp hour battery charger. Is there anything else? Oh, the Bluetooth radio. I haven't really figured that out yet, but I'm going to download a PDF file on this bike and read through it if it's in English and figure everything out. Yeah, it's how you get to know your bike, right? And I think that'll about do it for the rest of the night. So, unless I decide to film the ride or something, thanks for watching tonight, guys. I hope you liked the vlog. If you're into it, please click that subscribe button. If you enjoyed the video, click like. It lets me know that you were entertained. And share, because I really would like to see this channel grow. Imagine that. At least a silver play button, 100,000 subs. It's a long way off. Anyhow, thanks again for watching, guys. Think positive, stay positive, keep a smile on your face, stay beautiful. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Vlog over.